Hey, before you think just another sub, let me tell you what happened the first time I added the Sonos Sub 4 to my system. I pressed play on a movie I knew by heart, and instead of just hearing the low end, I actually felt the room settle into the sound. That quiet realization, that moment of presence, that's when you know your setup wasn't living up to its potential. This is for the kind of person who knows when bass feels thin. You're the one who notices when action scenes don't have impact, when music sounds polite instead of weighty, when every soundtrack lacks the foundation that makes sound feel real. You don't just want audio, you want presence. Before anything else, check the current price and availability. Subs like this start getting traction fast once people discover what they actually deliver. You knew it was time to upgrade when your old system made every explosion feel like a suggestion and every deep note felt distant. I remember watching big scenes and thinking, that should hit harder. That frustration doesn't go away on its own. You outgrow compromise, and then you start craving bass that belongs in the room. The first time the Sub 4 came alive, everything shifted. The low end didn't just rumble, it anchored. Bass wasn't sloppy or overwhelming, it was controlled, tight, and meaningful. Music gained body instead of echo. Effects didn't just play, they hit. It wasn't louder, it was present. Once you feel that level of depth and precision, anything weaker feels like you're listening with half the experience muted. I use this in real life, movie nights where every dramatic moment landed with weight, gaming sessions where every footstep and explosion had real gravity, playlists where the bass wasn't just background thump but part of the rhythm itself, and even everyday shows where the sound finally felt full instead of hollow. This isn't about numbers or specs, it's about the feeling of weight that makes audio feel complete. So here's your nudge, don't wait for prices to dip or stock to linger. Quality subs get noticed fast, and hesitation quietly becomes regret, the I should have done this sooner kind that hits every time your current system falls short. You might think a wireless sub can't truly deliver deep impact. That doubt melts the moment you hear how tight and calm the lows stay, powerful without crowding the rest of the soundstage. It doesn't just fill space, it defines it. Here's the surprise most people don't expect: once your bass has clarity and purpose, the rest of your system suddenly sounds clearer. Dialogue opens up. Mids breathe. Highs don't fight for space. Everything feels balanced. Owning something like this changes how your setup feels. Every explosion feels grounded, not flat. Music feels full, not thin. Low end feels controlled, not mushy. Your whole sound feels intentional, not patched together. If I'm honest, any premium sub takes thoughtful placement. And deep, accurate bass always asks for real commitment. But at some point, you stop comparing specs and just choose the sub you already wanted, because every time you consider something weaker, you come back to this feeling of yes, that's real bass. Don't let this be the upgrade you delay and later wish you'd made sooner. If you're ready for bass that finally feels like part of the performance, check the Sonos Sub 4 now and give your system the foundation it's been missing.